Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you are doing well. I am exploring the pattern series from Striver's Pinnacle course. So far, I have completed few patterns. So I was wondering to record my approach as I go along. So the given problem statement states that there is an integer n. You need to recreate the pattern given below for any value of n. Let's say n equal to 5. The pattern should look like this. So as I was dry running the problem, uh, I can see that there are if n is 5, then the spaces at first line is 4 and at the second line is 3 followed by 2, 1 and 0. So during debugging, what I figured out is key the number of spaces that we require to print before printing an asterisk symbol is n minus I minus 1. So, how did I come to this? Is by actually try running. I'll try, to uh, dry run as I go along with the problem statement next time. For now, what we can do is, simply print the outer loop. Uh, Actually, I'm running out of charging, so I'll quickly, So this is the outer loop to track the row counts. Okay, so this is the outer loop for that, and we have to go it straight along till n, and then we'll simply do I plus plus. So this is the outer loop. Okay, and okay, fair enough, and so like this will go straight till. So that's the outer loop, and after outer loop, what I'll do is I'll print one symbol. What symbol it is? So it is going to be basically I'm going to print the spaces. So for space printing, again we require another for loop because we have to perform some repetitive tasks. Okay, so what I have to do is key I have to print the spaces, and as I mentioned, we will go straight from 0 to n minus I minus 1. So for instance, if I is 0, then it will go from 4, and if n is 4, then it will go from here I'll try to show key. For example, if n is 4, then the loop will iterate from, for example, 4 minus, and initially I is like 0, so 4 minus 0 minus 1. So what it will be in result, it will be 3. So for the first iteration, it will straight away run 3 times. Okay, it will run 3 times. Fair enough. And then this is how the first three spaces will be printed, and we'll do simply the C out and followed by a single space. Okay, so this is the closing brace of this, and this is the outer loop. Okay, so this is how the spaces are printed, and after that the next thing what we have to print is key. After spaces, our task is to print the asterisk. Okay, so how we'll print the asterisk symbols? So we'll take another for loop, and the this will go from k equal to 0, and after that k is less than. So what we have to do is we have to identify the pattern like 1 3 5 7 9, like the asterisk symbols are growing by I plus 1 or 2 into I. So this is how the patterns are printed. Okay. So this was purely like I discovered this purely by doing hit and trial thing. Okay. Or like after I'll simply refine this formula later, because this is what after visiting the editorial section I got to know. Okay, we can simply I plus I is nothing but 2 into I plus 1, so this is how what we can do is k equal to 0, k is less than 2 into I plus 1. So this is how, for example, if we debug the first thing, 2 into I is initially 0. Okay, so it will and plus 1. Okay, so 2 into 0 is 0 plus 1, it will result into 1. So this is how one time loop will be iterated, and after the first iteration we have to print simply an asterisk. And as this loop will be iterated one time, so the first asterisk will be printed, and this will keep on going until that I is less than n. So if we consider this, if we consider like in our example we consider 4, so it will straight away go from 0 to 3. That is how the loop will run 4 times, and this is how this will be executed again till 0. This will execute it 2 times, 1 time, 0 time. Okay, and then this is how the spaces will be printed, and this is how gradually and eventually, as I increases, number of asterisks will increase. So it will be like 2 into 2, it will result into 4 plus 1 5. Then for 3 it will be 2 into 1 plus 1, so that will be 2 plus 1 3. And then 2 into 2 plus 1 5, and then so on and so forth. And then after that our task is, after, so like once like complete row gets completed, our job is simply to move this into next line. So what we'll do is we'll simply do a cout statement and we'll print the inline thing. Okay, so this is how uh simply this is the simply. So if we run this, oof, my bad, where is it going wrong? Oh, sorry, I didn't. J is less than n minus 1 and simply j plus plus. So like in the flow I was explaining the conditioning thing. Okay, so yeah, this is accepted, and yeah, you can see like the patterns are being printed as required, and we can simply submit. Yeah, I tried couple of times. Though the pattern is easy, I know that, but that's how going step by step, question by question. And yeah, if we do the advanced analysis, we can see that of course the time complexity will be big of n square, because as the loops are nested, this will straight away go from 0 to n into 0 to this condition. So it will be like 3 times, 2 times, 1 time, 0 times. This is how it will go. And then it was like big of n square plus n. We can ignore the lower order term, we can ignore the n thing. So eventually time complexity will be big of n square due to nested loops iterating up to n times, and space complexity will be 1 because we didn't use any extra variables for this. So yeah, so this was problem number 7. Okay, thank you so much, guys, for being with me. See ya next time. Toodles, cuties. Keep coding, keep exploring.